Hey guys, what's going on? Solidifire here, back with another Destiny 2 video. Today I'm going to be going over the Menagerie Week 3 boss and how to beat it. I'm also going to be discussing the perks that are assigned to the Menagerie this week. So, with that said, let's get into it. Now the first thing I wanted to point out this week was the different perks that have been assigned to the Menagerie this week. So you got Solar Singe, which means that any damage that comes from solar things is increased. You're going to want to try to use solar weapons if you have them, and you're going to want to use a solar subclass. Iron, meaning that enemies have more health and are not staggered. This one can be dangerous because the knights with boomers will not flinch if you hit them, so you got to make sure you kill them. And heavyweight, power weapons deal more damage and more ammo is available. So if you have solar, heavy weapons, lots of damage. Okay, with that said, let's get into it. Okay guys, so before I get into the boss fight, I just wanted to say a couple things I've discovered or thought about while I was playing through the Menagerie. So first of all, watch out for Acolyte grenades. They are solar and they already do a lot of damage, so the solar burn's not going to help with that. Second of all, staggering, like I said, make sure to get those knights because they won't flinch, and meleeing isn't going to be much better for any type of enemy unless you can one-shot it. Other than that, we're just about up to the boss after a little bit of this encounter, and then we'll be done.
Skewer upon their own logic. I will bathe you in the green fire.
Okay, so while we're heading to the boss area, I just wanted to say that this week's boss is a Hydra. So it's a Vex creature that floats. So a few weapons that probably aren't going to be too beneficial are swords and the cluster bombs that come on some rocket launchers, because the cluster bombs will just fall into nothingness. So now that we're back in this room, you can see that there's a giant invincible cage. That's where the boss is going to spawn. Now, once we spawn the boss, in order to coax him out of his cage, once he goes in, you're going to have to step on some Vex plates, as you'll see in just a second. So there's one right here, so you stand in it, and when you're done capturing, he'll end up coming out. Until then, just survive the onslaught of Vex. As you can see there, my melee wasn't doing hardly anything since they don't flinch. Now he hasn't sent them out yet, but be ready because this guy is very similar to one of the raid lair bosses in that he sends heartbeats, these things, suicidal heartbeats, and if they get too close to you they will do a lot of damage. So now that you've made him go back into his cage the second time, there's a Vex plate on the left and on the right. You're going to have to activate both of them in order to get him back out. Also, when the plate that you're standing on turns red, that means that a Vex is into the plate and you're not capping it. So once you get to the third time that he goes inside of his bubble, there will be 3 Vex plates that you have to capture. Luckily, since it's solar burn and not void burn, the minotaurs and the cyclopses don't actually do too much damage that you have to be worried about. And dead.
I will need another Hydra. You've ruined this one.
Okay guys, well I hope you found that informational. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe and comment on what I can do better. Thank you for watching.